It's time to bench press, but first, we gotta learn how to do a push-up. Start with your chest, hips, and head on the ground. From here, your hands are to become shoulder-width apart, and you're going to turn your thumbs slightly facing in. This is going to become relevant because it'll set your elbows in the correct pressing position. With this same movement, go ahead and turn your thumbs up, as if you're trying to claw the ground with your fingers. This will help engage the upper musculature of the back and chest, and keep everything tight throughout the motion. Do a few reps of this contract, press, relax motion from the bottom up, and do it from a kneeling position if you need to. Once you become used to it, go ahead and start from the top down, maintaining tension in the upper back the entire time. And once that's easy, you can go ahead and start from the top down, keeping that same pressing motion in mind. We can now comfortably move on to the most beautiful exercise, the bench press. Bar height will vary depending on your size and also what kind of bench press you're doing. The spotter arms are going to be set at the level of your neck or just above it. The reason for this is because if any circumstance we fail a rep or a set, we can roll a bar down towards our neck, roll it up onto the spots, and escape, thus not getting dead. Foot placement is going to be the first place to start. In this first clip, you'll see that I'm doing the bench press, but with a relaxed lower body. There is no tension being driven or developed from the floor to the bar. Whereas when I tuck my feet in, I can build and generate more tension from the floor and transfer that into the bar. To get this stable foot placement, go ahead and just push your feet flat on the floor with your toes slightly pointed out. You can tuck in your feet more if you need to, but that is not necessary. Next, we're going to talk about setting up the low back and the chest for the bench press. To do this, sit up straight, and you're going to tuck your lats in by bringing the shoulder blades down and in towards your spine. This is just like what we did on the floor during our push-up, but now our chest is in that correct pressing position. From here, keep those shoulder blades tucked in and keep that chest up as you lay back onto the bench. From here, you can then tighten up your feet like we mentioned before. Now we can start to discuss about the hand placement on the bar. With the barbell bench press, you have a wide variety of grip configurations. You're going to do a standard barbell bench press with a shoulder width grip. What's important to note is that you don't want to unrack with wrists that are bent. This creates an unnecessary moment arm and can actually hurt your wrists while benching. Instead, do the same thing we did during the push-up by turning your thumbs in and then gripping the floor out. Instead, turn your thumbs in on the bar, set it into your palm, and then turn your palms out to then bend the bar in your hands, creating stable tension across your forearms all the way to your chest. To unrack, extend your elbows until the bar clears the J-hooks and bring the hands over the chest. The bar is now imbalanced and you can touch the middle of your sternum with the middle of the bar, keeping your elbows down and then pressing yourself away from the bar. One common movement deviation I see during the bench press is that when the weight gets heavy, the hips will shoot up into the air on the upward portion of the rep. Now, this may look like it helps performance, but really it's energy leaking from the floor to the bar. The whole point of tightening the feet up is so that we can push into the floor and push into the bar. If you push into the floor and your hips raise up, try pre-contracting your glutes to prevent your hips from raising up off the bench. Now, what's really cool about the bench press is that the bench press and the horizontal push pattern itself is general to all humans. Similar to a squat, the first thing we do before we're able to speak or walk is reach out, grab things, and pull them towards us. Whether it's our toy, our binky, or our mom's hair, we're always interacting the world with our hands out in front of us. Take Judah, for example. Judah is a very healthy few-month-old baby. Now notice in this video, he's grabbing things out in front of him and pulling them towards him. Whether it's to look at it or to play with it, that's irregardless of the fact. Now, does this mean we put him on a barbell baby bench press? Certainly no. Now, regardless if you're a few months old versus a few decades old, the importance of training the horizontal movement pattern goes beyond the weight room. Training the bench press will ultimately make you a more functional human being. And who doesn't want to be functional? And with that, citizens, be strong, live long.